All right. Hello, people. How's it going? I think we are live. Let me make sure Twitch looks good. Twitchy Twitch. Twitching over here. Twitch. My profile. There we go. Yep. Looks good to me. All right. Cool. Looks like we're good. How's it going, Tater Tot? How's it going, Alzern? We got the Yellow Boy. Rafal Phoenix. How's everyone doing? Oh, posture check already right out the gate. Let's go. Nice. Ime, how's it going? Looks like my chat overlay above my head isn't working. It was doing that last time too. I tried refreshing it. Let me here, I'm in properties. Oh wait, what the properties? Hey, why are you like this? What's going on? What? Chat overlay, right click, properties. There should be a refresh cache. Oh, there we go. Refresh cache. You better work. Oh, it's loading. It's really thinking. Okay, well, it's messed up. Whatever. Who cares? Not me. Pfft, as if. Like I would care. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna try here. Platforms, YouTube. Goblin Art stream live. Wait, maybe I have to go into chat. Hang on. Oh, there it is. It's over here. Too many screens. All these gamers with all their screens. Synchronize your chat. No. No. Whatever. I don't care. Who needs it? Who needs a chat over my head? Not me. Sorry, guys, if you're on Twitch or... I think it's mostly the Twitchers that are going to miss out, because we got more YouTube chatters. I'll try to... Whenever I read a message, I'll try to, like, read it out loud so that there's context. I won't just, like, answer out of the void. Let me catch up. I just spent a lot of time yapping. New hair? Yes. Yeah, no beards. Oh yeah, Alzern, I don't think you were here last time, were you? We made a bunch of hair. So, well, the bottom row is all the eyes. I put all these in the game already. Those are all donezo. My personal favorite is the three-eyed freak. And then we also got a bunch of noses. These were hard to be creative with, because you can only do so much with a nose. And then we got hairs. My personal favorite, I think, is... I like the Johnny Bravo Elvis hair. The Super Saiyan is fun too. I like the Smeagol tendrils. Yeah, overall a pretty standard selection of hair. Nothing too crazy. Oh, I like that one. That one's funny. Nothing too crazy here. But those are the ones we're putting in. My unibrow, yes, the unibrow is in game. We also got Zuko. That's all in there. As for what I've put in so far, everything you see here on the bottom, as I mentioned, and then also I've done all of these. So right now we just have to do these guys, and then I got to get started on the next devlog, unless I delay it a month, which I might, because I've done a lot of like dialogue stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I can make it interesting. If not, I might push it back. But yeah, so we're gonna just shred through these. This is gonna be monotonous, but we're gonna have a good time. Yeah. Oh, hey, Chanley, how's it going? Did you watch Superman? I did. It was great. Did you see it? I really enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed it. And I grew up on the Christopher Reeve Superman, and they would tease the old theme, like the ba da da da. It was really it really hit the nostalgia. And it was fun. I really liked how wholesome he was. No, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just in general, his personality was very He was Superman, you know? He wasn't like the grumpy one we've been seeing. Catch Fantastic Four this week. That sounds fun. Yeah, I told Catalina I'd see it with her. But let me know when you go. I might be down to tag along. I don't think her and I will have time to see it anytime soon, so I'll talk to her and see how betrayed she'd feel if I saw it without her. Yeah, I never did make a tier list of all the chatters. I'm not sure I will. Yeah, Superman was awesome. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. I tried refreshing it, but it didn't work. I think I might just disable it. It's in beta. This software that I'm using, the like overlay stuff is all experimental. So, by the way, let me know if the music's too loud. I think it should be good at like -40. You know, my favorite chatter? I don't know if I have one. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own quirks. What, do you know what Dawnstar is? I do not know what Dawnstar is. What is Dawnstar? Let's go, Johnny Bravo hair. I have to make it like tilt forward this frame. That's gonna be kind of annoying. I think if we... I'm actually just gonna cheat. Yeah, that looks decent. The rotation tool is kind of janky, but it does the job. Yeah, it does the job. Let's see. There we go. Whoop. Yeah, that looks okay-ish. Whatever. We're not here to win awards. Maybe we are. Do we want awards? My usual strategy is to mirror, but that looks kind of stupid. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's do that. Yep. How's everyone doing? Having a good Monday? Monday fun day? I went to a shoe store and got my feet scanned because I've been having, my knees have been hurting while I'm running. I've been running for months and months. I've been doing like 5 miles a day and my knees are starting to feel it. So I went to get my special insoles just for me. Can I invite you to the Discord? It's a game in alpha. It's based on Minecraft game. I mean, I probably wouldn't play. I haven't really had the time to... I don't know. If I play Minecraft, it's usually with my friends, which isn't very often. I'm not a huge fan, which I know is a hot take. I think it's a great game. I think I didn't grow up with it. Maybe that's the issue. I don't have the nostalgia. It is a good game, though. It's just something... I don't know. It is fun to like mess around and build stuff, so I'll play with them, but it's not like I'm like actively looking for new servers to play. And I kind of got a big backlog of other games. I need to play Outer Wilds. I just got a Switch 2. It's supposed to come tomorrow. That's exciting. Gotta play the new Donkey Kong. Guys, the new Donkey Kong got 10 out of 10 by IGN, and people in the YouTube comments weren't even bashing them. They were just like, oh yeah, it's a 10. Like, everybody was in unanimous agreement that it's a fantastic game, which I've never seen before on an IGN review in my life. So that was the moment where I was like, okay, Mario Kart, maybe not, but I gotta play this. So, naturally, I also got the Mario Kart. It's so pricey, though, a Switch 2? Come on, what are we doing? What are these games like $1 million? Outer Wilds, yeah, I started it at one point. But I think I need to restart it. I'm going to play it on the Steam Deck. I want and don't watch a Switch at the same time. That's fair. What? Promote your own stream, lol. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Normally, Jules does it for me. Yeah. Guys, like the stream. I think that does something. That's what I hear. I honestly don't know how much it helps. But it probably helps. It's got to help. It definitely doesn't not help. Unless you're on Twitch. I don't think you can do that over there. I'm sorry, Twitchers. Rafal, you got a tat? Rivulet from Rain World? What? Hang on. What is that? I played Rain World. Well, I didn't play it all the way through. I played a few hours. Oh. That's awesome. That's so cute. That's fun. Did it hurt? Were you in pain? Oh, you're gonna stay snout on YouTube? Don't worry, I'll always recognize you either way. Am I just a reminder on your phone to like and subscribe? Pretty much. Just kidding. You've been learning the guitar? Yellow boy, let's go. That sounds fun. Guitar's awesome. Oh, thank you for the follow, Alfonso. Very much appreciated. I got an email for that. That was kind of weird. My phone just vibrated. It's like, Alfonso followed you. I'm like, oh. If I said I'm working on Dawnstar, would you join the Discord? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm trying to minimize the amount of, I'm in a lot of Discords. If I'm not going to play the game, then maybe not. But I do appreciate the invite. That's very nice of you. Alright, this looks good. He looks like he's rotating. Rotating Johnny Bravo. But yeah, thanks for the invite, Snout. Too many Discords. I'm in hundred. I'm not in hundreds. I try to leave them if I'm not chatting in them, you know? Too many Discords. Boop. Yeah, I know. A little spinny spin for you. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And uppies. So as you can see, this is a very repetitive process. Generally, I just have to draw it in the 4 directions, and then I can do a lot of copy pasting. Like, for example, I've already drawn him looking this way, so now it's just a matter of... Oh, here we go. I've already drawn him this way, so now it's just a matter of doing this, copy pasting. Now we gotta take the upward frame, copy paste that. We're having so much fun. Little bit of this. There are some though where we're gonna have to like kind of work a little harder, like for the rolling, because there's a frame where the roll is like halfway, and so I'm gonna have to draw it all like super tilted. It's not the end of the world though. It just takes a little brain power. Sometimes I make it look a little janky on accident. Can't win them all, chat. The guy that started it was having people working on it, get people to join the Discord. I thought it'd be good because you have a lot of subs. I see. I see. If I were more of a Minecrafter, then I might be enticed, but unfortunately, I would not consider myself to be. Are all the hats and cloths that are in the mini extension for the stream going to be in game? Yes, all the clothes that are on the stream avatars down here are in game already. In fact, there are more that are not yet on the stream avatars. If I were a Minecrafter, oof. Yeah, I did see the Minecraft movie, so if I was a miner, yeah, if I was a miner, I'd join your Discord. The Discord for miners? I don't see any issues there. You swapped your networking over to Steam API's P2P, right? Yes. I used, I'm still using Unity's netcode for game objects, but yeah, all the networking is through FacePunch. Because Unity charges you for, their relay system, but yeah, Unity charges you for their relays, but Steam is like, we'll give you that for free. We love you. The downside, I think, I don't know if you could use Unity relays to do cross-platform play. That might be something I need to look into, but that would be really cool. I know for a fact on Steam, obviously, I mean, it's Steam. You can't, you have Steam on your Xbox. Elvis is really going at it. Upside. Face Punch is a blessing. I couldn't do Steam multiplayer without it. It's so nice. It was so easy to set up. I'm with you there. Why not mirror? Why not mirror? Oh, nothing here can really be mirrored. So like there's the downward animation, down and to the right. Down and to the left does get mirrored in game. I don't redraw left and rights. And then up and to the right, like I can't mirror that. And then up. Those are the 4 directions. So the game automatically will flip the sprite if he faces left instead of right. You're planning on going to console? I think so. At least eventually. Especially if it does well on PC. I've been having some chats with some publishers, and they seem pretty adamant about console sales, so that might be what's happening. I'm supposed to get a, not to count my chickens before they hatch, but we've been talking terms with a couple publishers. We'll see, might be signing something. Who knows? It's hard to say. Cross-dress would be nice. Oh, I see. I don't know if your art style will make it easier or harder to make fan animatics. That's a good question. Use netcode over mirror just because it's supported by Unity itself. Yeah, same. Mirror looks solid though. I've heard good things. Full-time game dev in the future? Yeah, I mean, if things go through... I've had things fall through with a few other publishers that I've talked to in the past. We've gotten to the point where we talk about terms and we can't really agree on what percentage is fair, so we kind of end it. Hang on. I always forget. I can do this. But this one, things seem to be going better. We'll see. We got our talk sometime this week. We're gonna chat about terms a little closer. So I would probably be doing full-time game dev if I do end up signing with a publisher, but you know, only if it's a good deal. I made it this far, and they're interested for a reason. I mean, I think it's a good sign that I'm headed in the right direction. Does full-time game dev mean what? Everyday streams? Interesting. Maybe. Yeah, the streams... Yeah, maybe, actually. That's a good question. Doing Rimpi right now. Gonna make a VN based on current college experience. Interesting. Are you selling the IP rights? No. Never, never, never. I would never do that. Yeah, it would probably just be a standard. They give me a bunch of money up front so I can work on the game full time, and then like they'll get 100% or maybe like 80% of the revenue until they recoup what they paid me. And then once that's all recouped, then it'll switch, and I'll maybe get like, who knows what percent. We haven't talked about it yet. That's how it would work. No, yeah, I wouldn't lose IP ownership. That's a deal breaker for me. And that's something that I had issues with other publishers that I've talked to. They were like, oh, well, we want that. Too bad. Stay away. My goblins. The more you stream, the more money you make. That's true. Yeah, I mean, if my stream viewership went up right now, like, I do get a bit through donations, but definitely not enough to, I don't know, it's hard. Streaming does slow me down a tiny bit, but it's worth it because I have fun with it. If I'm doing it for the money every single day, I'm not sure. It's hard to say how worth it would be. Like, first off, if I were doing it every day, I would probably get a little tired of it. If I were making like a bunch of money, it might be worth it, but I don't really see that being realistic. You know? It's hard to say. I'd have to think about it. Maybe I should try to take streaming more seriously, but I don't know. Give us your NordVPN sponsor code. Terraria finally getting a desert boss through an Isle Goblin collab would be fire. That would be fire. Do they not have a desert boss already? I guess I never thought about that. It's kind of crazy. What are they doing over there? After all these years? You've been stressed out with your game. You don't know how to add a jump scare. I see. Yeah, making a scary game seems like quite the beast to tackle, honestly. Seems tough. I remember one of the most scary moments in a game I've ever experienced. Like, I've played a lot of like scary games, but I remember, I don't think I was even that young. I think I was like 14. I was playing Metroid Fusion, I think. I can't remember which Metroid it was. It was one of the Game Boy ones where there's like that evil version of Samus that's like walking around. I remember I was just walking through and then the game like freezes you and then it pans over and like evil Samus is right there. That like scared the hell out of me, and it wasn't even like supposed to be that scary. I remember like I was shook. I was like, oh my god. I don't know why that scared me so much. It's kind of funny. I don't know why that stands out to me as one of the scarier things. I think it's just like unexpected stuff. Like if you're playing a scary game and something jumps out at you, it's like, you know, but I wasn't expecting to have my controls hijacked and have, you know, the devil himself standing behind me. Oh, they have a desert mini boss? I see. Streamer more would also increase viewership. That's true. Is art better with outlines or without? That's a tough one, Luna. I liked mine with the double outlines. I had single outline for a long time. I just didn't love it. It felt, I don't know. I like the double outline look. Also, I think people kind of subconsciously associate double outline with like, I don't know. The only games I've seen are like very indie games or like kind of grungy games, like or Binding of Isaac. You know, I associate double outline with like kind of grimy indie game, so that's why I kind of chose it. I don't know. It kind of fits the Goblin vibe of being kind of dirty in a sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think grimy is a really poor way to describe it, but that's all I got. That wig makes them look like Space Dad from Megamind. You're absolutely right. I'm your Space Dad. Space Dad. You're right. There it is. That's really funny. Rise, my glorious creation. Oh, thank you, Lush Spam. I appreciate it. I use double outlines with the corners filled in because it makes everything feel bold. Yeah, I like it. I like my outlines like I like my girls double and pixelated. Wow, when's the next video? That's a good question. I need to decide if I'm going to do one this month. Normally I do them every 2 months, but the stuff I've been adding to the game is more like content focused lately and not so much new mechanics. So if I can make a decent, I'm going to look at it this week. Actually, I'm supposed to start today, but I'm going to push it to tomorrow because I want to get all these hair sets done. If I can make the video interesting, August 10th. If not, we'll probably do September 10th. We'll see. They do look like Space Dad from Megamind. Yeah, how's it going, Cheeseball? By the way, can you send the email again? I didn't get it. I tried looking, I was like, where is it? What do I have to do to be immortalized in your video game? That's a good question. Yeah, have I immortalized any people in my game yet? I don't think so. Actually, that's a lie. I made my, I have a human NPC who comes to your goblin town and pretends to be a goblin. I mean, this is clearly a goblin, right? Obviously. Not a human in disguise. I named him after my brother, Michael. But other than that, I don't think I have any, like, people in the game. You just have to become my brother. You should do the shorts. I added 100 hairstyles for my Goblin game and went insane. That does sound like a short I would see. I like the rolling animation. Thank you. I appreciate it. You'd have so many people asking for a reference if you ever had a fan. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Ah, shoot. See, it's the rolling animations that really do me in time-wise, because I have to do all these, like, angles. But luckily, I'm getting pretty quick at... And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. It just has to be serviceable. Then we do this, and luckily A-Spray has these nice outlining tools, so... Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, as they say. Whoop. Oh. What the heck? I'm gonna do a little bit of squash and stretch on this one. There it is. Look at that. Oof, juicy. Cool, I'll apply for the application to be adopted by your parents. Sounds great. Looking forward to our new siblinghood. Is that a word? Have you added any nods to any other games? I think I've added a few. Let's take a look. I want to add a Hollow Knight. I want to add a Hollow Knight hat. As you can see, I started to draw it. I was on a call with my composer when I started doing that. That's why it's not finished. There's a little over the garden wall guy. I mean, generic gnome. Little hero tunic. Generic, of course. I feel like there was more. Oh, I think there were some items. UI. Where are all my item icons? It was one of the gizmos. Where are all the gizmos? Oh, here they are. We got a cursed ring. We got a, I feel like there was... Oh, a blue hedgehog thing that makes you go faster. So there are a few things. Nothing too crazy. Oh, and then I did a collab with Tinkerlands. I added a little crab from their game. Oh yeah, generic Viking hat for sure, for sure. No dragons born here. Is the outline shortcut Shift O? Yes. Have you seen Hilda? That sounds familiar. Oh, they have a... I've definitely seen it around. I haven't watched it, though. The creator has a channel where they make horror films. That's awesome. I'm discovering A-Sprite shortcuts to improve my workflow. Yeah, Shift-O is super cool. Is W Composer Man with us today? No, I think... He lives in the Netherlands, so I think he's asleep right now. But he usually will watch the recordings afterwards, which is pretty awesome. He's cool. Yeah, we actually had our first video call ever. We've been doing this for years, and we've called a couple times, but most of the time we just communicate over chat because, again, he lives in the Netherlands, but we did our first video call, and it was fun. Chatting it up. Chatting it up. Need a generic Italian plumber. How could I forget? Yeah, maybe I'll play Donkey Kong Rumble. Or, is that what it's called? Donkey Kong Rumble? Bonanza. What was I thinking? Why did I think Rumble? Maybe I'll play Bonanza and be like, I need a monkey in my game stats. Just gotta do it. Can you dig or modify terrain at all? Yes. When you're in pretty much any of these, like, walls are destructible. Sometimes the dungeons have walls that are like super hard, so you can't just like cheat the dungeon until you're like really high level. But yes, anything like dirt or whatever, trees or anything, everything's fully destructible. You can't dig straight down. There are elevators throughout the world. But yeah, you can like till the soil too and place walls wherever you want. What does goblin religion look like? Goo god? Actually, all the goblins are devout Catholics. They worship Jesus Christ. I'm just kidding. They have their own little deities. I think one for the harvest, one for the sun and the moon. But the thing is, I make all this like lore and stuff with all this like background for how all these deities came to be, but it's like nobody's ever gonna know any of this. Like, it doesn't make it into the game. I try to put little whispers of it here and there, but people have trouble putting it together. I think we'll see. That's kind of part of the fun, though. I mean, part of the fun of Hollow Knight is trying to piece together all the vague little hints of, you know, lore here and there. So maybe that'll be interesting. Hilda's great. My mom loves it. Sent you an email with a short book. Sweet. Thanks, Cheeseball. I will look at that. I'll text you if I don't get it. Is there a skill point system, or is it all item-based progression? All item-based. I wanted to avoid having the characters progress too much, except for I do it Terraria style. Just like them, your max HP increases, but that's it. Will us, the viewers, get anything when you hit 100k subs? I'm open to ideas. Yeah, what would you guys be interested in once I hit 100k? I thought it'd be fun to do like a 12-hour live stream or something. Any ideas? Vague like Minecraft lore. Yeah, that'd be a move. Ever consider letting players modify water, like a shovel that lets you move lakes? I think I need to, Alzern, because some of the NPC desires, well, some of the NPC dialogues only happen if there's a lake nearby. Like, they wander over to the lake, and then they stand by it, and then they talk about the lake. So I think I kind of need to. Because what if your town spawns and you're not by a lake? Or you were unfortunate enough to build your town not by a lake? You know? I think I need to add that. Let me actually put that on my to-do list, because that's important. Ah. Make it so you can place water. There we go. Bam. Tier list? Oh no. The chatter tier list when I hit 100k subs. That'd be sick. I'll take my my YouTube silver play button and I'll chop it up into 100,000 pieces and send a little silver speck to everyone. Wow, what do you do in the game without spoilers, of course? Yeah, the general gameplay loop is, you know, build up your town, then you go out and you adventure, you gather materials, you fight bosses, explore dungeons, try to find stuff, bring it all back, use that to upgrade yourself, build up your town, make the houses for your NPCs, grow your livestock. There are like little spiders and hogs that you can grow and nurture. They'll give you items and stuff that you can use for like potions and junk to help you out for the next time you go out. And you can farm, you can fish for similar purposes. I guess that's kind of the main loop. And then yeah, you go out and fight bigger and better things. Very Terraria-esque, I'd say. Yeah, shovel for water hole and bucket for moving water. That'd be sick. He plays for a mobile version, if I can, if it's even possible. That's probably way down the line. I want to be low on the tier list for constantly bothering WoW for decorative stuff like being able to place grass. But Alzern, that's like such a key feature. I'm very happy you asked for such things. There we go. See, this looks a little janky. It's not quite right, but I don't really care. Can dungeons be procedurally generated? Yes, the whole world is procedurally generated, and the dungeons are as well. Let me, let's open up the game here. I can show you a map, if I don't forget. Will this be on console? Hopefully. If I get a publisher, definitely. If I do it myself, it might be a couple years. How long did it take for you to figure out a gameplay loop that you were satisfied enough with to start development? I think I'm kind of copying Terraria's gameplay loop enough that I'm confident that it'll be interesting without needing to experiment too much. I think I dove into this with a lot of confidence. I kind of knew that the idea of, you know, boss, come back, farm, livestock, build up town, assign NPCs to buildings, give them what they want, befriend them, go out again, is kind of set in stone at this point, and I didn't have to experiment a lot. If I were doing a more experimental game, I probably would have prototyped a lot more. I think my process for this has been very amateur. I'm not an expert. I just kind of dove into what I thought would be fun. And I think I got a little bit lucky that what I chose has already been pretty established. So that was a convoluted answer. I kind of just want a gameplay stream soon. That'd be fun. I could do that. Probably. I don't see why not. How much would the game cost? I'm thinking like 10 to 15. I think Stardew Valley still runs for 15 and Terraria is still 10 bucks. I think 10 bucks back then is like 15 or 20 in today's dollars. So, I mean, 15 is probably pretty solid. Somebody asked which publishers reached out. Some of the bigger ones. I'm trying to remember. I talked with Tiny Build for a bit. They published Streets of Rogue. I talked to Fireshine is one of the bigger ones I'm talking to now. They published Core Keeper. They saw my video on Core Keeper and decided to reach out. There were a few others. I'm trying to remember. Why am I blanking? And then, I mean, there have been like a ton of really small ones who I looked at their portfolio and didn't really recognize anything. Yeah, nothing like crazy huge like Devolver or anything like that, but a few pretty sizable ones. We'll see though. Will you ever get new multiplayer footage? Maybe. Yeah, a while ago I sent out a message in the Discord like, hey, who wants a key to help me test multiplayer so that I can get some footage for the devlog? And a few people offered. I've been using that same footage for like a year and a half now, and nobody's called me out on it, except Snout. I promise to buy the game at full price when it comes out. Wait, I want a free key. Yeah, right now... Yeah, that was really early on. When did I do that? I think... Yeah, you'll see. You might see it in the devlogs. The footage is like everything looks slightly different. It's kind of funny, but nobody notices. Okay, so we finished with Elvis. That took a little while. I find that animating each hair takes me like 30 minutes, which isn't too bad, but when you consider that there's like 30 of them, it's a lot of time. All right, let's do Super Saiyan. This one's gonna be kind of complicated. So hair 10 _ Super Saiyan. I don't know how to spell it. I'm just gonna say anime. That way I won't get sued. I don't know if I'd get sued over a thing like that. I'm just talking out my butt. Anime. Okay, here we go. It's a bit of a hairy situation. Alrighty. So now I need to delete all of these. I need to keep the portions where the hair covers the rolling. There we go. We come back over here. There it is. Is that right? Is that centered? Why does it look weird? Oh, it's... Okay. What's the next dream game? I've always wanted to make... Here's what I hate. I don't like writing story very much and like dialogue. I'm bad at it and it stresses me out because I know that's like kind of the most like taste-based portion of the game, you know? Not taste-based. It's where the most like... I don't know. You're breathing kind of life into it and it's very personal and I don't know. Like with art, I can kind of know, okay, here are the characteristics that will make art decent. With the programming, it's just a matter of whether it works or not. And I don't know. Anything that requires a lot of like flavor like that can be a little hard for me. So this is all to say, something like Dwarf Fortress, I would really enjoy. Something where it kind of writes itself, where it's a lot of like, where the complexity and intrigue of the game is, you know, the simulation aspects and just having a very in-depth simulation, or I don't know. I've always been interested in something Dwarf Fortress-esque, but I don't know. It's like that one Undertale event puzzle that is somehow always in every trailer, even the fan games. Have you played Frostpunk? No, I haven't heard of that. Is it good? Is it worth? I need more games to play. Actually, that's not true. I have too many games to play. But if it's good, I'm down. It looks a little weird. That's okay. It actually looks okay. I'm gonna keep it. It's not perfect. But none of us are perfect, huh, gang? Will you ever turn this game into a dating sim? Originally, the plan was to have the goblins be dateable. At least a few of them. I've been holding off, though, since I view that as maybe not a necessity, but as something that could kind of be added on later. Kind of like Stardew, where you can, you know, marry one of the NPCs once your friendship gets high enough. Was marriage actually in Stardew 1.0? Could you marry NPCs in Stardew? I thought I remember that being added later. No, it was the babies that were added later. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I mean, when I say it could be added later, I mean it's like... for the sake of getting a demo for a festival is done as quickly as possible. Not quite as important. Like, as like farming. Or having some customization options, you know? Papa needs a new maid dress. Yeah, that's one of my favorite cosmetics. Little maid goblin. I also like tinfoil hat. That's a classic. Baby goblins would be awesome. Oh yeah, sorry, I cover some of your little stream avatars up with my giant head. Luckily now I got the green screen again, so I don't cover as much. We're talking about the mud pits again? Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think that's still canon. I think baby goblins are grown in mud pits. Bunch of mud babies. Oh, guys. I have story time. I mentioned this at one point. I was at the San Diego County Fair, which is a big fair in San Diego with like, you know, there's a bunch of rides and like little carnival games and all these art competitions. It's pretty big. And I was there with my girlfriend and this guy from, you know, like the Hyatt hotels, he was at the Hyatt booth and he was like, hey, you two, come on over here. You want a free vacation? And we were like, ooh, sure. And they were like, yeah, it's going to be 2 days, 2 nights in Hawaii. All you got to do, easy peasy, is attend our 2-hour presentation. And we were like, what a great deal. This sounds like a scam, but we're intrigued. And he was like, yep, just gotta come to our presentation thing. And so after doing some research, we discovered it's kind of like a timeshare thing, you know, so it's probably kind of a scam. But I mean, hey, 2 flights, 2 hotels just for staying there. So we go to this thing, and it was like the most slimy. It was awful. We like show up, and this guy's like trying to sell us on it. He's like talking it up, and we're acting really disinterested. And they said it would be 2 hours. We were there for like 2.5 hours. And finally, we're just like, okay, listen, dude, we're not going to sign anything today. Like this, I mean, maybe it seems like it might be a good deal if it weren't a scam, but it might be a scam. And you clearly want us to sign something like right now. And we're probably not going to, you could send us home with some information, and maybe we'd buy it if we like looked into it and it looked really good. He's like, okay, let me go get you your tickets. And he walks off, and then he comes back, and it's another salesperson with him. And then he starts being like, oh, tell me, you know, he starts doing the same thing. And we're like, no, we're not going to stand here for another 30 minutes and listen to another salesperson. We're like, please, just leave us alone. And so he leaves, and another salesperson comes. It's like, what are we doing here? And we ended up being there for hours past when we were supposed to be. We finally get our tickets, and the guy comes, and he goes to give us our plane tickets, and he's like, and the hotel information. He was like, yeah, so you might want to upgrade this because it's honestly really bad. These accommodations are awful. You should really pay this money to upgrade it. It's like, bro, you enticed us here with these things, and then you tell us it's awful? Like, what are we doing? It was really just a huge scam all around. So this is all to say, beware the timeshare scams. My rant is over. I'm going to catch up on the chat. Yellow Boy, send pics of your hairstyle. Maybe not on you. Find it online, and I'll add it. Yeah, it was wild. It was so like slimy too. He was I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy it one bit. And part of it was they said to apply you had to be dating for over a year and cohabitating, but we've only been dating for a month and we are not cohabitating. So we were like, oh, that's us. Cohabitating. But it seemed like they didn't care that much. That's crazy. I was at this festival and was almost able to convince some game dev and his girlfriend to sign some papers for a fake vacation. Dang, that is crazy. Yeah, Lush Spam, I let patrons play the game early. So if you pay $3, $5, or $10 on Patreon and then DM me or email me, I will send you a key. I had situations like that with the vacuum. They sat us down for a 2-hour presentation on a $3,000 vacuum. Didn't buy it, but we did get some free stuff. You know, we'll see. I'll update you guys if we go on the flights and how bad it is. It has to be like a Monday flight or a Tuesday or a Wednesday flight because they don't want to spend a lot on a weekend flight, and it can't be on any major holidays. So they really just made the flights as bad as possible, and the accommodations are 3 stars or worse, so it's gonna be questionable. 3 stars isn't bad though. I've been slept at 3 stars a few times. So we'll see. I'll update you guys how bad the trip is when the time comes. Is she a baddie? Did Wap pull 10? 10 out of 10. Yeah, mega baddie. Certified baddie. Way out of my league. That's for sure. Shoot. I don't want to rotate this. Don't make me rotate this. We have to rotate this. How am I gonna do this? Oh, that's true. I did send pics in the Patreon chat, didn't I? $3,510 for a key is crazy. Yeah, $3,000 for a Steam key. Yep, that's what I do. What's the live stream schedule? That's a great question, Lush. I have a very sloppy schedule. I don't really do it consistently. I think I need to just pick a day to always do it. I kind of just, the problem is, like, sometimes my task for the day will just be coding. And when I code, I can't multitask and respond to chat. So I kind of neglect chat. So I don't like to stream when I'm coding. It's tough. So I try to only stream when I have like art to do. Like today, you know, I have to do all these things. So I'm like, oh, I might as well stream. That'd be fun. But on days where it's a lot of programming or like dialogue writing, I don't know. I can't really focus. You know, like I really need to like dig deep and like really think. I can't really do that. And kind of, I need to like, drawing I can do mindlessly. Like I'm not really thinking about the art right now. I'm just kind of doing it. But it's hard for me to like with dialogue writing, like switch between reading chat and thinking about it and then immersing myself in the dialogue again. And then, you know, so that's why my streaming is kind of erratic, which I know isn't good, but I do it for fun. I don't really do it for the income because I don't really make much on it most of the time. And I don't really see myself being a big like streamer. Maybe. I don't know. This looks like garbage. What am I doing? We're gonna have to tweak this. Yeah. Tyler the Creator's album. I don't think I listened to much Tyler the Creator. Once these new styles are in the test build, I'll work on updating the stream avatars. I'll enjoy some new customization. Alzern, that would be fantastic. I really appreciate that. That would be really nice of you. I watched your videos when I was crazy lazy, but after your channel, I've been learning to code. But the pixel art is not so great. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, pixel art. You just gotta keep grinding it out. You'll get there. Let me pause this animation so we can inspect the angles. Yeah, it looks like garbage. Pixel art's tough, dude. It's tough. It's whack. It looks kind of easy, but it's just not. It just takes a lot of practice. I think for my next game, I want it to be kind of like a ink and wash style. I've been getting into more traditional ink art a little bit. I think that'd be really fun. How's that? That's decent. This needs to be thinner. That's decent. That's actually really decent. I think this needs to be that way. It's all this like angling junk that's annoying. This is the hard part that used to take me like hours, but if you really view everything as like a 3D object and kind of treat it more like sculpting and less like drawing, it's kind of easier. I know that's really vague and hand wavy. Like notice this portion of this lump right here. See how it kind of does this? Well, that's an exaggeration. It does this. But here it doesn't do that. So I'm going to add a nice little, but now it's kind of, these two are blending together. So I'm going to put a little shadow here to kind of differentiate. Now I think that's slightly better. Is that too high now? It's okay. Whatever. I'm calling it. I can't. I get the tendency to like spending too much time on this junk when it kind of doesn't matter. Now I need to make it like, you'll notice this looks weird. It looks like his eyes are sliding down his face. I need the hair to move down with the eyes, at least the front of it. So, I mean, realistically, we just need something like this. But we have to find a nice little line where it makes sense. So I'm going to take this clump, this clump, this clump, this clump, this clump, this clump, this clump. I'm gonna also take some of these intermediate lines and I'm gonna slither it down. Now in all these gaps, I can fill in some of this dark gray and then do this like so. Yeah, that looks good. I need to go to this previous frame and fix that. And I need to fix that. There we go. Now if we play the animation, it looks okay. Not perfect, but I'll take it. Why is it inspiration for us all? I'm starting to get back into Pixar and making custom desktop icons. Oh, that's awesome. That's super fun, Aimee. Huh. Did you make that color palette? No, this is actually AAP64. I added a few colors to it, but it's honestly pretty much untouched. I added these purples. I didn't like the purple options. I wanted like a dry purple for my pollution. And I actually made it so that these don't fit the color scheme quite as well. You'll notice they kind of stand out maybe a little bit, not too much. They're not as saturated. So I use that for all like the nasty like poison in the world. I tried to make them not harmonize as well with the other colors slightly, but without it being jarring. Oh, and then these for the ice world. I needed more like light blue. Like you'll notice this is all I have for light blue, and these are kind of like turquoisey. So I added these for ice. You made fan art, King Kid. I love fan art. Love it. Oh my gosh. King Kid. Let me make sure my Discord's in stream mode. It's not, but that's okay. I don't have anything showing that's like bad. Not that there would be anything. These are so fun! I love the possum hat and the fish hat and the top hat. This is so cute. The glasses with the nose. This is possible now. These are so fun. I like the the cup head, the mug head. That's so fun. These are awesome. What's your Discord? I think I have a link in my YouTube description, maybe? Yeah, they're yellow. Been working in multiplayer for like a year, and adding features takes so much more work. Yeah. 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 I'm really glad I decided to make mine multiplayer from the start. If I were to go through and try to make everything multiplayer now, it would just be such a headache. I'd have to like rework so many systems. But since they were all kind of designed with multiplayer in mind, much easier. I'm very happy I did that. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, we'll do this. There we go. There we go. We need a beer goblin in the game. That'd be sick. The beer hat could be Grog. Yeah, Grog hat would go so hard. I hope you never stop streaming. Thank you, Luna. I will try to keep streaming as much as I can. Whenever there's art to be done, I'll be streaming. We're gonna have a lot of streams over the next couple months because I gotta do all the cutscene art. That's gonna take so long. There's so much of it. I need to go through and kind of do a quality check on all my cutscene dialogue because I wrote a ton of dialogue, but I don't know. I don't know if these cutscene arcs are good enough. We'll see. I'll do another pass before I start streaming that. It'll probably be, well, I gotta do the next video. Yeah, we'll see. Bye, Jules. Thanks for coming and thanks for plugging the stream. I haven't seen a Twitch chat in a while. Let me make sure Twitch is doing okay. Maybe I just don't have many viewers over there. I used to stream over there constantly, and I would average like 15 maybe. 15 viewers, but I haven't streamed in forever. So I think all my Twitch followers evaporated. Still here, just oh, I see. Yeah, no worries. No need to chat if you're busy. I was just making sure everything's not broken. Hello, Lush Spam. From the other side. That's funny. I need more Gizmo in my life. You know what I just added? I added when you give Gizmo everything he wants for his house, he gives you a little Gizmo hat like him. You can wear his hat. If there was a Twitch link in the description, I'd be there instead. Oh, I see. Yeah, Twitch, I have little emotes on there. Oh, posture check. Dang it. My pants got stuck on my chair. There we go. Yeah, Gizmo hat, huge W, honestly. Best part of the game. This anime here is insane. What was I thinking? Yeah, I like Twitch because it has all the like not posture things, all the like redemption things you can do and all the fun little emotes. A Sweet Tea bottle cap hat would go hard. That would go hard. Do you see that I shared a picture of my hair in the Discord? I did not. Where's my Discord? Oh, there it is. Let me see here. Is it in the pics channel, maybe? Oh, I see. That's a nice hairstyle you got there. Your face is blotted out. I'll show it on stream so the other viewers have context. It's in the Discord. Yeah, that's some nice hair. Okay, kind of a side floof. Yeah, do I have anything? I've played a lot of games where I'm like, you know, my exact hairstyle isn't being represented here, and I've been annoyed. So yeah, it'd be like a less extreme version of this, sort of. I could do something like that. I think that'd be good. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have hair that you're looking at these options and you're like, none of these fit, let me know. And if it looks like a common enough hairstyle, I could add it, because I know it's important. Especially, I think as a, I don't know. Oh, wait. Especially like female hairstyles, or like, I don't know. Yeah, that looks pretty spot on. That's decent. Got any dreads? I have this. It looks kind of dread-like. I just got here. Mullet. I think this was supposed to be a mullet. It's hard to tell from the front, but once he turns sideways, you'll see the back. I think that was the plan there. Hair swan. Spiky emo hair. I actually, it is a very JoJo mullet. I might tile it back a bit. I'm gonna look up the Haikyuu. What's the wishlist number? Good question. Let's look at it after this. Oh, this guy. Oh, like down in one eye. Interesting. Yeah, do I have anything that covers an eye? That's actually a good question. No, I don't. That'd be fun. I kind of like that. Yeah, I might need longer dreads. Yeah, let's look up the wishlist number real quick. Steam stats. I haven't posted like anything in a while, so I doubt it went up too much. Yeah, last time I checked a couple weeks ago, it was at 49,000. Now it's at 49,116. We're almost at 50K wishlist. Let's go, gang. That's exciting. I was talking to the publisher, and they were saying, like, Oh yeah, before release we'd want like no less than 200,000. So I was like, oh wow, jeez, that's insane. We'll see if we get there. We'll see. That's a lot. Too much. Oh, you got excused from school today? That's awesome. Oh, Kinkit, I'm at school, so I can't stay much longer. Thanks for making my lunch break better. Also, please fish hat. Thank you, Kinkit, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I need to figure out how to get notifications set up for streaming. I didn't get notified for your message, but thank you. I really appreciate the donation. Fish hat. I think I made a note here. Raccoon hat, fish hat. Yeah, fish hat, raccoon hat, Medusa, and Luffy hat. Those are ones I want to add. So I made a little note here so I wouldn't forget. Yeah, I know, 200K. They were like, oh yeah, after the festivals, if you have less than 200K, we would be concerned or whatever. It's like, wow, jeez. That's crazy, dude. Like, I remember people saying 10K. I don't know. They know more than I do. What other things did the publisher say? They were... I don't know. He said I was underselling how many sales I'd get. I think they're very optimistic, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard for me to have a lot of confidence because I know I'm a complete amateur. Like, I do think the game is decent. I don't know if it's like super groundbreaking. I don't know. I've played a lot of games. I've read a lot of reviews for games. I feel like if somebody were to, if this game is finished per my vision, I could see it getting like very positive reviews on Steam. I don't think it'd be overwhelmingly positive. I think there'd be a lot of reviewers saying like, yeah, you know, this is basically, it's a lot like Core Keeper. It wasn't my cup of tea, but you know, it's okay. Nothing super groundbreaking. I've seen a lot of negative reviews like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass, but I think I undersell it a bit in my mind, which I think is good because it pushes me to do passes on it and try to improve things. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really going anywhere with that. Just stream of consciousness. So he was telling me, he was asking for like sales projections, and I gave some numbers for what I expected, and he was like, yeah, normally our problem is developers kind of oversell because developers are pitching to them. So all the developers are saying, oh yeah, Terraria made $6 quintillion, so I'm gonna make $6 quintillion. Whereas I think I was kind of underestimating, and he told me at one point, he was like, you know, I think you're underselling it. You have more negotiating power than you think, which was refreshing to hear from a publisher, you know. But oh, sorry, language, my bad. How come you don't use AI to create your pixel art? I feel like creating an indie game now, in order to be competitive, you have to use AI. AI is pretty awful at pixel art, I gotta say. I have yet to see solid, consistent, clean pixel art in AI, or with AI. I'd be interested to see if it's even possible. I know a lot of models just focus on regular images, and any of those models, like the big ones, if you try to make a pixel art image, you can just tell it looks janky. Like, they don't do true pixel art, they do like fakey pixel art where it's all like blurred in here. But I mean, I don't know, I do think that the personal touch to it adds a lot. Yeah, also AI bad. I don't know. Yeah, AI is such a touchy topic. I think using it for like really mundane stuff, like if I go to ChatGPT and I say, hey, I don't understand how diodes work. Can you explain it to me? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But telling it to, or like somebody who's blind using vision-based AI to scan their, point at their dryer and say, how far do I twist this knob to put it on the whatever setting? Like, that's fine. but I think saying, write this script for me, or not, well, maybe not a programming script. I don't know. Write this dialogue for me, or make this image for me. If you're gonna like commercialize it and it was trained on other people's art, it's maybe a little questionable. I think when it comes to art, at least, artists should be able to opt in to have their art be used in the training models. Because if I spend my whole life dedicating it to art, posting it online, and then somebody with a model comes on, rips my art style, and then just starts producing art using my style that I've curated over all the years, just instantly, just by me posting on the internet, it's like, it's almost not fair to me who put all that effort in. I think our artists should be able to opt out of, in an ideal world, having their art used in these model training, in the training for the models. But I mean, we don't live in a perfect world, so who knows if that's even realistic. But yeah, I mean, if you're using it for something personal, who cares? Are you gonna stream next week? Hopefully. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. Do you like Steamworks? I do like Steamworks. It's very easy to work with, I think. Let me make sure these are all right. Did I do that wrong? Yeah, no, that's fine. It's good enough. How's it going, Spiral? It's good to see ya. We're doing pretty good. We're doing some hairstyle, putting them in the game. Kind of mundane. Nothing too crazy. I think the most fun I have on stream is when we're doing concept art, and you guys can be like, "Ooh, add this enemy, add this hairstyle." That's really fun. This is maybe like second tier to that in my head. You know, I'm just kind of trudging through the mundane art. I mean, it's not like it's like painful to watch, but it's just not quite as, you know, it's more fun to get suggestions from you guys, I think. But oh well. I know, yeah, it's good to see you, Spiral. How many wishlists were you at when you started getting contacted by bigger publishers? I think like 40,000. Yeah, the YouTube is like super mega. I mean, without the YouTube, I don't know. It's huge when it comes to talking to publishers, because I also have more negotiating power, because, you know, I've kind of demonstrated that people are interested to an extent. And I mean, I'm doing the marketing for them. Like, their marketing team doesn't have to do a whole lot, because I'm doing all the YouTube stuff and all the, I don't post as much TikTok stuff anymore, but once I bring that back, I don't know. Today, my boss was talking to me about making some app/game UI, and I was super excited to start the project. Then she told me she would just use AI to generate everything. Oh, man. Bummer. Yeah, I feel like I can usually tell when something's using AI art, but it's hard to say. The videos, though, are getting good. Like, the ones, you know, you've probably seen them around the internet. They're getting, like, really convincing, to the point where sometimes I don't even realize it until somebody mentions it. It's kind of scary. You gotta go, big gobbo cry. Well, thanks for dropping by, King Kid. I hope you have a good time. We'll see you next time. Not sure when that'll be, but I'll make sure to announce it in the Discord like I usually do. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. You can do TikToks on each cosmetic item. That'd be fun. Yeah, it's getting harder to tell lately, but it still feels off. Yeah, definitely. It still feels a little weird. How many wishlists do you expect to get from a festival? I think with next fest and maybe another one, I could get up to like 200 and something thousand. Hopefully. That's what the publishers were saying. I do think that's where you get the bulk of them. Oh, that's really sad, Brianna. Brianna? I'm guessing Brianna. The stinky frog. My roommates had frogs. I like frogs. Did you see my super chat? I might have missed it, Yellow Boy. I don't get the ping when I multi-stream. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed your other message too. Let me look for it. I'll find it. Oh, you had to ask me 3 times, so I'm sorry. Wait. Where is your super chat? I just looked at all your messages that you sent, but it didn't pop up. Wait a minute. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for the super chat. Yellow Boy. It was from your Yellow Boy profile? I see. What, did you see my super chat? Did you see my super chat? It gets really floofy when I haven't had a haircut in a while. I shared a picture in the Discord. I actually don't see it. I don't think it's here. I'm sorry, Yellow Boy. Was it on that account? Oh yeah, the videos of like the AI videos of the presidents like playing Minecraft or whatever. Those are funny. What do you mean by festival? I mean like Steam Next Fest or the like right now they're doing the Automation Fest. It might have just ended actually. Yeah, it just ended. But yeah, Steam has festivals all the time where you can like play demos and stuff for free. And apparently a lot of people like play those demos. Like I've never been perusing Steam and been like, oh, it's the Automation Fest. Let me go look at all the games and like try 20 demos. But apparently a lot of people do that. I didn't know that. Do you have a work/YouTube email? I do. It's matt@kilowattgames.com. Oh, Brianna. I'll try to remember that. Brianna. I will remember that. Sorry, let me catch up with chat. Gotta go later. Thanks, Tater Dot, for dropping by. And also, Lush Spam. I appreciate you guys dropping by. Philip Mod Dev. Hell, man, this looks very cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe super chats don't show in the user's chat history. That's possible. Well, checking out for the night. All right, Alzern, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, Yellow Boy. I tried scrolling up too, but I didn't see it. I'll look into it. Do you have concerns that your YouTube audience is primarily game devs and not just gamers, and so the conversion rate that your subscribers purchases might not be as high? I saw this scenario on how to market a game. Yeah, that's very possible. I try to make my videos as like gamer friendly as I can. Like a lot of developers go into kind of the nitty gritty of the like code and not super nitty gritty, but they'll start talking about the code they added or flash code on screen. I try to just talk about the things I add and not try to go too developmenty into it. You might notice in my previous videos, like I'd explain the algorithm I'm using, but now I just say I added procedural generation, you know, instead of being like, yeah, I researched, you know, Perlin noise space generation and wave function collapse, and the wave function collapse algorithm works like this, where it does this and then it does this. I don't really do that anymore. Now I just say I added procedural generation and it looks like this, to try to make it more gamer friendly instead of, you know, dev friendly. Same with my like thumbnails and titles and stuff. I try not to do so much like I used wave function collapse. I try to like nowadays be like, I'm making my dream game, and I show like Terraria and Stardew Valley to hopefully entice like Terraria fans and Stardew Valley fans to come. I don't know. That's my mentality, but yes, it's absolutely an issue. I probably have a huge developer-centered audience. But hopefully the festivals will help with that. I think my 40,000 wish lists 49,000 that I have now are probably not super high value wish lists. A lot of them are old, and a lot of them are probably developers, like you're saying. So I think the real magic is going to be in the festivals and in the marketing push that I do right before release on like TikTok and YouTube and stuff. Yeah. Sorry, let me catch up to chat. Hey, Tempura, how's it going? Philip Mod, this is very inspiring. I'm an indie developer and I want to be an electrical engineer as well. Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, it's a good combo. Hello, Mash Arcade. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Sorry, I'm multi-streaming, so I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Yeah, tell me about your game. It's called Isle Goblin. You play as a little goblin whose island is being invaded by humans. Right now we're adding a bunch of different hairstyles. The game's pretty far along. I have a YouTube channel where I post videos about it. If you search up Whle, W-A-T-T, if you just Google Whle Goblin, you'll probably see it. But yeah, it's like Terraria. It's like if Terraria and Stardew Valley had a baby. So it's like a top-down RPG where you're on your little island. It's very sandboxy. You're kind of the Terraria gameplay loop. Honestly, you're going around fighting bosses, building up your town, but with more like a Stardew Valley personalization of the NPCs. If that makes sense. They all have their little houses, their little desires. You can befriend them, take them on walks. You're gonna be like farming and tending to your livestock and all that junk. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. That's how I usually describe it. You ever go to Belgium? I've never been to Belgium. Sorry, let me catch up with the chat. That's what's hard about Twitter. A lot of followers, but it's mostly indie devs in a circle. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to market properly. I don't know if I'm doing it. Thumbs up, almost 50k. We're just as crazy. Your game just passed 15k. 15k is awesome. That's super awesome. Thumbs up. What are you building in? I'm using Unity. Plans for the marketing push. If I end up going with a publisher, I'll have to talk with them about that. I'm really thinking just stockpiling a ton of short form videos, and just posting a bunch before release, posting a bunch of long form videos before release, maybe like 2 or 3, building up to it. Really focusing on momentum going into the launch. Also reaching out to streamers and YouTubers, which I think a publisher might kind of help with. Like, I think if I'm a streamer, or if I'm like a YouTuber or whatever, like a big one, getting an email from, hey, I'm Matt, please play my game. You know, they get hundreds of those. But if they got an email saying, hey, we're blah, 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 we're the publishers of blah, 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 here's a game that's similar that we think you'll like. Like, that's so much more potent. Probably not required, but it would probably help a bit. So that's kind of a pro that I see with a publisher, perhaps. But anyways, that's all I really have for marketing. I don't really know what else I would do besides that. I don't think I would like pay for ads. I've tried that in the past, and it just never really worked for me. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, thumbs up. What is your game? The Great Coffee Caper. Wait a minute. Is this who I think it is? I've heard that game name before. I think. Yeah, okay, I know who you are. Yeah, we've chatted on Discord. Okay. Yeah, the Great Coffee Caper. I love the pixel art in this. It's super cute. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if your name is thumbs up on Discord also. It's weird when a Discord or like a stream chatter is somebody that I've chatted with on Discord. And then I'm like, oh, you're that person. I should have done that. I always forget. I think you've chatted on stream before too. Action down, action side. I'm bad with the names. And then when people change their names, dude, no shot. I'm not gonna remember. On Discord, it's just Caleb. I see. I think everyone should make games. Yeah, games are awesome. Let me catch up with chat a little bit. Let's tell my brother about your game. I think him and his friends would have fun with it when it releases. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Indie game marketing time. Yeah, it's tough. You're making food? Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, cheeseburger. Have you heard of Slushy Noobs? I've never heard of Slushy Noobs. No, I have not. Slushy Noobs, you say. Is that a game? Would you check out the game's demo? Give it a chance. We're gearing up for releasing it next week or so. Ooh, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Is it just me or is there no good art programs? Maybe I'm just bad at drawing. In fact, I know I'm bad at drawing, but I tried using Aseprite a year ago since all the pixel artists were using it, and I don't know, I couldn't make anything good with it. It is tough. I mean, I feel you. I always use Photoshop and Aseprite. I mean, I think they're solid. But I know what you mean. Sometimes it just feels like it's impossible to make anything, especially starting out. I was like, I feel you there. Aseprite, I have a video on some of the like tips and tricks that I use. If you check my channel, I have like a Aseprite overview video. There's a lot of tools that make it really powerful that I think are kind of necessary, but I don't know how much that'll help, honestly. Oh, thanks for answering that. Thumbs up. Inkscape for vectors. Yeah, I've never done much vector art. I have Illustrator, but I've only used it a couple times. Yep. I'm practicing a lot, at least recently, setting up commissions. I think commissions are where I grow the most, you know? Because somebody says, like, hey, can you draw this for me? And I just can't, you know, underdo it because I'm going to feel bad. You know, like, I got to put my best foot forward. I think that's where the magic really happens when it comes to learning. Because, especially when it's in a style that you haven't really done before, because you're really going to, like, force yourself to do the best that you possibly can. Especially if it's, like, a high-profile person or somebody you really want to impress. So I think my commission days helped a lot. Especially if they say, I want it in this style. And you're like, well, I mean, I do pixel art, but that's kind of a weird style of pixel art that I've never done before. And they're like, I don't care. You can figure it out. That's where a lot of learning happens, too. At least for me. We're going to fill in all this junk. Do a little bit of this. Some of this on you that, as they say. This doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it's a single frame of a roll animation. Nobody's ever going to look at this closely. There we go. Perfect. Wow, how do you do all that stuff with all the layers and frames in Aseprite? Yeah, I'll catch up on chat and then I'll answer that because that's a great question. When you were trying to gain more commissions, what got you more contacts? Twitter, Instagram? I posted on Instagram a lot. When I first started, I was posting every day on Instagram. I was doing a drawing a day. People like a series. That's a good way to like really get a following. If it's a series that people can get behind. Like I was doing a prompt every day, and it was some random prompt. It'd be like princess, and then I would try to draw something interesting based on that prompt. So for that one, I might do like Princess Peach or something, but like something like waterfall, I might do like a waterfall from a game, or you know, like if it was like chicken, I might draw the chicken from Moana. So people loved seeing how I would twist the prompts into just random stuff and draw it in pixel art. And it kind of, I think a series is a really good way. I also got a lot on TikTok from when I was making my smaller game in 30 days. It was called This Is Hell. It's not even the most like creative idea. It's kind of like getting over it, basically. You know, that game, it wasn't like the most creative game in the world, but the fact that it was like day one of making a game in 30 days, people would be like, oh, he's making a game in 30 days. Like, that's low commitment. I'll follow this account and then see what happens after 30 days. You know, let's see how this turns out. I don't know. People like a little series that they can get into. And like, you remember on TikTok a while ago, there was that girl, she was singing a song. I don't remember what song it was, but she was doing a different letter every day. So like she would add all the A's on one day and then she would stitch herself and do a different letter. So it ended up being like this weird amalgamation sound where it sounded all weird, but people would follow just to hear what the end result sounded like, you know? I think that's a really good way to get following pretty much anywhere. That's what I did, at least, and it worked for me. I know everyone's different, but doing a little series like that is really just kind of a cheat code for lots of follows. I'll still answer that layer/frames question in a second here. I watch you do pixel art for hours. It's such a beautiful process. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. It is very cathartic, I must say. especially now that I've done it a lot. I feel more comfortable. Yeah, so questions about the layers. Yeah, I'll do a quick little layer spiel here. If you want to add a new layer, you can right click and do new layer, or you can do shift in. If you want to add a new frame, you right click up here and do new frame, or you can do alt in. So those are just shortcuts you kind of memorize over time. Shift in for a new layer, or alt in for a new frame. Or what you can do, grab a layer, hold control, and you notice my icon changed here, my mouse. Hold control, and then you can copy it. You can click and drag to like make a new one really quick. I do that a lot with layers. Like let's say I had this death animation here and I wanted to make a copy of it over here. I would just highlight all the frames, click and drag, or alt click and drag. I'm sorry, control click and drag, and then you make a, oh my big head's in the way. Make a copy of all of them right here. To make these tags where it's like death or whatever, this Unity automatically detects these and auto imports these. That's the only reason I have them. I guess it also helps with organization. You select a bunch, right click, and then you do new tag. And then you can say but, and there it pops up. That's nice. And then Unity can automatically sense those and make them into separate animations on its own. Really nice workflow, really quick and easy. So that's how I do all that. And then what you can do, that click and drag thing, it also works for individual like cells. So you can kind of click and drag to do that, or you could just do Control C, Control V. Either way, that's kind of my layer spiel. Pretty fancy. Sprite's awesome. Love this software. So my layers here that I have are, there's the background, there's the goblin body, there's the eyes, the nose, and then the hair. So we're doing the hair layer, and then in Unity we can color the hair using the engine, so you can make your hair whatever color you want in game. That's why it's gray. So this actually needs to come down a little. But yeah, that's my will you ever consider going to Belgium? I've never been. I'm not opposed to it, although I must say it's never been on my radar. Should I? That could be fun. What's up? How's it going, Cortez? We're just doing some hairstyles. Got some anime hair here. It's a tongue twister. Hair here. Biggest life-changing event to happen to you? My goodness. That's a question. There are a few. Wow. I'd say nothing too dramatic or bad, which is good. I'd say joining the robotics team in my freshman year of high school really changed my career path big time. I don't think I would have met, well, yeah, the friend who kind of introduced me to Unity, I might not have met him. Well, I knew him in middle school beforehand, but I might not spend as much time with him. I don't think I would have taken my education as seriously. I wouldn't have gotten into electrical engineering. I mean, that just really shaped my entire life. I think that's probably the biggest thing I ever did in terms of shaping my current trajectory. Mother's maiden name. Get out of here, Cortez. Have you thought about giving them some dances or something silly? I love those cute little things. That would be really fun. I like playing Lethal Company. I think I mentioned this in the last stream. One of the most fun, goofy things was the emotes, you know? Where you do a little dance. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. But the problem is if I do like an animated emote, every single hairstyle, every single shirt, every single leg, they're like, you know, pants, every single helmet, I mean, I'm gonna have to animate it for all of them. It's like just an exponential increase of workload, so I don't think I can, which is really sad. But it would be really fun. I think I'll leave it up to the modders. But I really wish I could, which is why I kind of... Pixel art's a tough choice because it's all hand animated. Like, it would be really nice to be able to do stuff like that with like, if I was using like, I don't know what to call it, puppeting or whatever. It's quite tragic. It would be fun though. Yeah, you guys want my social security number? Sure. Yeah, my my childhood dog. My childhood dog's name. Yeah, rigged animation. Thank you, Cortez. I'm over here like, what was the phrase? I did rigged animation for my This Is Hell game, and oh my gosh, I was like, this is so nice. I know it comes with its own challenges, but after all the pixel art, that was like frame animated. Oh my gosh, it was such a breath of fresh air. Oh, you did rigged for a train. That's awesome. Have you ever used Moho animation? I have no idea what that is. Moho animation. Oh, it's like a 2D animation software. That's awesome. Yeah, I've only ever done frame animation besides the This Is Hell stuff. I started with Flipnote Studio on the DS. That was my my first introduction to animation. I loved that. I wish I could access my old Flipnotes. I've tried to recover them, but I don't know. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way to find them. Like, I tried logging into my account or whatever, and there's like this website where they have Flipnote servers that are fan run, but you couldn't do anything with it. I saw Over the Garden Wall reference earlier. I wish there were more TV shows that were like fairy tales. Over the Garden Wall is such a beautiful, beautiful show. I love it. I'm a big fan. How old were you when you started working on the game? This game, I started it in like 2020, but then I got like 2 years into it, and then I realized I didn't like the direction I was going, and I essentially restarted, which was just such a tough decision, but it was kind of booty, not gonna lie. So I restarted. I really scrapped pretty much everything. Some stuff I could reuse, like the save system, and like some of my code for like the sound, maybe, but honestly, maybe like 2 weeks worth of work was saved. And like I used a similar goblin design, but I did make them smaller and kind of redo all the animations, so, you know, not a lot made it through. I axed all my NPC character designs because I didn't like them, and it was a huge restart. So I'd say realistically 2022-ish. Whenever my video was posted where I was like, I'm restarting my game after 2 years, I think that was, I can't remember when that was exactly. It's all a blur. So, how old was I? 2022 was 3 years ago. I was 24. I'm now 27. Clarence and Over the Garden Wall are set in the same universe. I refuse to believe that, I may. I decided to take the 3D platform that I was making and make it into hand-drawn 2D games, so I'm preparing for the mental nightmare. Oof, yeah, good luck with that. Sounds rough. I think that was the first video I saw of yours. Oh, I see. I think that's when my videos kind of started popping. Before that, I think they weren't too big. Didn't get too many views. I do think a significant portion of my viewership on YouTube is other developers that are maybe kind of preying on my downfall. Or like just kind of keeping a wary eye on me. Which I guess, why am I saying that? I guess when my wave function collapse video, I think I wasn't clear enough in that video that I did not invent wave function collapse. Like, obviously, it has been around for ages, and I think a lot of people thought that I was implying that I, like, came up with the algorithm in the first place. I think I'm one of the first games, or I don't even use it anymore, but my original idea was, you know, to use wave function collapse to make, like, 10 by 10 tiles, like so. Where you'd have like one that was generated, and then you'd have another that was generated, or it was 8 by 8, I think. And so you kind of generate a bunch of these like patches of land where, like, you know, this is a tree, and you know, you got trees here, and then you got like rocks here, and you can kind of train. Let's say this one's a desert one, you know, and it's got like little cacti. And then what you can do is use wave function collapse to stitch these little ones that you made together. So you can kind of like use a bit of wave function collapse here, then a different model here and a different model here. You know, you can kind of stitch things. That's what I claimed. I don't think I've really seen before, making an entire map with it. I know like Caves of Cud uses it. Cud? But they don't do like the entire map with it. They just use it to fill in little areas. So that's what I was claiming. But I think a lot of people thought that I was like claiming to have come up with it yourself. I don't know. I got a lot of hate on that video. And I think ever since then, I've gotten a fair bit more hate comments than before that. So I don't know. I might have enraged some people, and I didn't mean to. But who knows? What can you do? What can you do, chat? Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. Really, you can see over the garden wall character silhouettes in the episode where Clarence buries a body in the forest. You've got to be kidding me. That's crazy. You're one of those. Oh no, Temporary Cat. How's it going, Shuggy? It's good to see you. I like your name, Shuggy. Why would someone prey on your downfall? They don't want more games? That's a good question. What? Look at Twitch chat. Okay. I don't see much in Twitch chat. I see Cheeseball and Ducky talking. I went to Spotify and the first thing I see is every Chains FR video in 2024. Oh wow. Sorry, Cheeseball, I never answered. You can make your hair whatever color you want in game. Yes. Yeah, you can change the hue, saturation, and value to make it whatever color. It's pretty great. But yeah, I did think I think I came off as overconfident in that video, and I do see how people kind of interpret it like I claimed to have come up with wave function collapse, which is not what I intended at all. So that's on me. It is what it is. What can you do? Now I know. Now I know. Let's see here. Ah. Yeah, I gotta say, I don't mind doing all these animations, but it definitely takes so long. Is Gamer Duck in the game yet? No, there are no ducks in the game yet. Has anyone here played Repo? I've been playing Repo lately with my friends. It's pretty fun. I think I'm late to the party, but I like it. The question about a duck reminded me of the little duck enemy in the game. No, need friends first. Have you played Peak? Not yet. Is it something... So, describe Peak to me. You, from my understanding, from the like clips I've seen, it's kind of like Getting Over It, where you're climbing up super high, but you're with your homies, and it's really frustrating when you fall. Is it as annoying as Getting Over It? You know, or is it kind of, is it something we'd actually have fun with? Because, like, low-key, I think my friends would get kind of pissed off if we played something really frustrating. It's a lot less annoying. It's chill? Okay, okay. It's very skill-based. Oh, okay. You have to manage your stamina and use ropes and stuff. I see. How do you balance working on the game and having a long-term relationship? Luckily, my girlfriend is very... This was a struggle in my last relationship. But this current one, we're both very busy. We hang out, like, twice a week, maybe. Like... She's coming over on Wednesday, but she's just going to come over at, like, I don't know, really late, and we're just going to hang out for a little bit. You know, it's like, I don't know. We both really value our lives outside of each other, and, like, yeah, we like to hang out a lot whenever we can, but luckily we're just both really busy with our lives and kind of don't spend every waking moment together. It's really... We have a really good balance, I think. I think that's kind of the key, is both having an equal workload outside of each other. But it's hard. If I had kids, bro, this would be so tough. But yeah, Peak looks fun. I'd be down to try it. I'm glad to hear that it's not that unforgiving and it doesn't feel unfair. Hello, unknown artist. How's it going? Hey, unknown artist. I see. I figured it out. I like your name. It's good to see ya. What is this cool hair? That's a good question, Paint Jumper. It's our generic anime hair. We have been working on this one for a while. It's kind of complicated. I want to be done with it. We're almost done. Actually, yeah, we're on the last few frames here. We are so close. How's that look? Yeah, just a few more. We're almost there. We just have to do the fall animation. Ah. Wait a minute, is that right? Nope. Independence is important. My soulmate's mom got surgery on the other side of the continent. It would be bad if she didn't choose her family over her boyfriend. Yes. If she didn't choose. Yeah, I agree. Did she have to like move away, like long term? Or is it just like a little trip? Hopefully, it's not too long term. That sounds kind of sad. How long is stream gonna last today? That's a good question. I honestly don't know. I mean, I usually go to bed at like 10. It depends on how sick of drawing these I get. I'd be down to go till 10 maybe. We'll see. I don't have like a set deadline. I kind of just want to get these done as quick as possible. We'll see. I might get tired and want to go to sleep. I do not know. Last few streams I've had to leave early. Have you remembered to play Wordle? I think we've played the last few. Yeah, she's taking care of her mom in Florida, but we still in touch. We're lucky to have met. Oh, that's fun. Nice. Yeah, I'm glad things are going well. Very exciting. Very exciting. All right, we just finished another hair. On to this one. Let me breathe for a second. Too many hairs. Too much hair. Why do goblins have to have hair? Why can't they all be bald? Roll down. You gamers and your need for hair in your video games. It's exhausting. You monsters. How's it going, unknown artist? How you doing? Let me try getting the stream chat going again. Because I feel bad that people on Twitch can't see the YouTubers. Yeah, it works now. Okay, well that was weird. I like the relationship I'm in. That's good to hear. I love the proximity audio in repo. It makes the game so exciting. I hope it becomes a popular feature in games. It is really exciting. Yeah, Lethal Company did that too, and I just loved it. It's really fun. Oh, thank you for the follow. Can you make a Clash of Clans reference? That'd be fun. I haven't played Clash, but I'd be down. Just watch Twitch and YouTube stream at the same time. There you go. Yeah, that's the move. Ah! No, not that one. Alright, now we're doing like generic crew cut, I guess. It's not as exciting as anime cut, but what can you do? Can't win them all. Can't win them all. Cannot win them all. Proximity chat now, Goblin. That'd be interesting. That's, it would be pretty, it's possible, I suppose. Not sure how much it would add, but it's not impossible. Um, drawing hair. Bowl cut. Yeah, I already got a bowl cut. Posture check, thank you. My lower back thanks you. Yeah, I've been having knee problems. I've been running a lot. I was thinking about doing a full marathon. I just did a half marathon, but the full one, because my knee's been acting up, I kind of stopped. I mean, I'm still training. I'm doing like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 miles a day, but it's nothing like what I was doing. But I went to this like shoe place, and they scanned my feet with their fancy feet scanning technology, and gave me shoe recs. So I got some special custom insoles and new shoes. It's pretty awesome. I'm a new Matt. Do you have a Switch 2? I just bought one. It comes tomorrow. Actually, no, it comes Wednesday. Yeah, I kind of agree that proximity chat wouldn't fit the game's vibe. It really works best for scary games. Something like this, not so much. You watched Superman? If so, what do you think? I liked it. I grew up on the Christopher Reeve Superman, so I loved that they used the same theme. It was like a nice little slap in the face of nostalgia. I love that. I really like how they made him very like hopeful and optimistic. I'm tired of this grungy, grumpy Superman. Overall, big fan. It wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it, and that's all that matters. Marathon, woohoo! Lethal Company's awesome. What's your opinion on the whole S logo controversy? I saw Hank Green, was it Hank? No, it was Dan Povenmire complained about it. Yeah. I think, because you have your Superman logo, right? I think it's okay. People were saying that it was, because what do? They just kind of do like this. It was kind of like this, right? People were like, that's not a Superman logo. But I think they do make the top thicker, and they do make this one thicker. I do think it is an S. Let me look up a picture. Yeah, see that? Oh, they also make this one thicker. See, watch, I'm about to prove it. That's a certified S. I approve of this. See how it's thicker right here and it's thicker up here? People are like, it's just a line in the middle, but it's not. This is thin and this is thin. It is an S. I think anybody who, I think it's fine. I think it's nice. Yeah, I mean, in the past, I think they normally do like a little more like more dramatized version. I don't know, but I think it's perfectly fine. It could be more clear, but I don't think it's so bad that it's like you have to complain about it. Yeah, like an Alien S. Yes, I'd say it was a perfect Superman. I read a lot of his comics, and he was probably the best adaptation since Reeves himself. Absolutely. I like a nice, cheerful, optimistic Superman. Is that too much to ask for in this day and age? Stream music made me want to play ROR 2. That's what I do. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what ROR 2 is. This is a playlist I got from Spotify. ROR, Risk of Rain 2. Okay, I figured it out. The top of my screen have different colors than the button on it. Oh, interesting. I really didn't like Superman. I thought it looked cool, but there was no depth, especially the argument between him and Lois. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair take. I mean, I will not stand here and say it was the perfect film. Also, I don't really think I have a say in this. I do not watch DC or Marvel. IDK which one Superman is in. I see. Yeah, Superman's DC. That's fair. I haven't really been enjoying the Marvel stuff lately, so honestly, maybe that's wise. I'm glad this hairstyle is so much simpler than the sand one from earlier, dude. That was a pain in the butt. Boopy doop. Walk upside. Oh shoot, I've messed that up. I'm locked in. I want to play Peak. I think I'm gonna play Peak. I think I bought it during this summer sale, or the whatever sale. Do I have it? Where is it? I don't have it. I'm gonna buy it. Peak. Peak, peak, peak. Very positive. Add to cart. View my cart. Continue to payment. Continue. PayPal. Yeah, I have to enter my email. Get a code. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna text me a code. Agree and continue. This was quite the ordeal. I agree. Purchase. There we go. I'll convince the squad to try it. Do you plan on doing a 100k sub special? Yeah, you know, we were asking in the chat earlier. I don't think I got a lot of answers on things that you guys would want me to do. I could do a video of some sort, like a Q&A. I could do a 12-hour like live stream. I don't know. Any ideas? What do you want from me? I'd be down to do something. That'd be really fun. Yo, how's it going? Arclate Gigabyte. It's good to see ya. Tacos. A tier list of the chatters. I'd feel bad tier listing you guys. Tacos. Elbean, you're making me hungry for tacos. What are you doing? Can't be doing that at this hour. I'm gonna go get tacos now. Oh, that sounds so good. Is Rubio's open? I shouldn't. It's too many calories. I've already eaten. I mustn't. Maybe I'll get tacos tomorrow. That sounds really good. Tacos. NPC tier list. That'd be fun. You want a milk jug chug challenge? That'd be something. Do you have a favorite chatter? I do, but I'm not telling you who it is. Tier list of how likely someone is to be referenced in game. That's an idea. That's certainly something. Sprites look cool. Thank you. Here's all the hairstyles we're going to try to add by the end of the day. They're all great because you can color them in game. Ignore the fact that some of them don't have double outlines on top. That's temporary. Oh, thank you for the follow. Peak on stream. Yeah, maybe I could convince my friends to stream with me. I play games with my homies a lot, but maybe I could convince them to hop in a call and do some streaming. I don't know if that'd be fun. Is your favorite chatter yourself? Maybe. Can you add the mistake? It's just this ungodly, horrible haircut. That would be really funny. Maybe that's what I'll name this one. Where is it? This one, the kind of the Smeagol hair. Oh, that's the next one. I'm excited for Smeagol hair. That's gonna be funny. I'll call it the mistake in the file name, so I don't. That'd be fun. Maybe add some fan-made cosmetics to the game for 100k. That would be cool. I think that'd be a good thing to do. Yeah, I could have like a competition. Like whoever makes the best thing gets it put in the game. YouTube play button item in game for 100k. That'd be sick. You got a Discord? Yeah, it should be in my YouTube channel like description or my. Are you on Twitch? Yeah, you're on Twitch. It should be in my Twitch channel maybe. Let me look at Twitch. Actually, I think I might be able to do !Discord. Let me try that. Yeah, there it is. Sweet, that worked. My friend actually set that up for me ages ago. What dev IDE is this? For the art? Or do you mean IDE? I've only heard IDE used in the context of like coding. Oh, do you mean like what do I use to make the game? I use Unity. Visual Studios is the IDE I use. Visual Studio? Studios? Does people say studios? Why am I blanking? Visual Studio. Yeah. Is what I use. But yeah, Unity is what I use for my game engine, and then this is Sprite. Oh, I got it. Watt wears a maid dress for a 100K dev stream. That would be perfect. I'd wear a maid dress. Zenitsu, how's it going? If you're the Zenitsu I'm thinking of, have you been in the chat before? I remember there was somebody with Zenitsu in their name like ages ago. But it also says first words by your name, so I'm not sure if you're... Oh, okay, it is you. Nice, it's good to see you again. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't been streaming too much on Twitch, so my Twitch audience is like evaporated. But I stream all the time on YouTube. Not all the time. That's like a complete lie. I stream like very sporadically. But yeah, it's good to see you. It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. How are things? How are the kids? Just kidding. I don't remember if you have children or not. I don't think you do. I have now decided to watch the rest of the stream. Let's go. We're going to be drawing hair all night long. You're in uni. I see. No kids yet. Got it. Very nice. How's uni going? Last year? Nice. Whoever does the best Watt and maid dress fan art gets referenced in the game. That's quite the idea. I'll give you that. I think my brother wore a maid dress to Comic-Con one year, but I can't remember. Good try. Okay. I gave it a shot. C#'s where it's at? Yes, it is. Do cats count as children? Debate. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Cats are children. They should be able to be enrolled in school. I stand by that. I'm gonna firmly defend that belief. Whoop. I love the simple hairstyles because I can just do this. So easy. Beautiful. Yeah, the complicated ones are such a pain in the butt. I'm looking at you, Super Saiyan. I hate you. How are you running a preview window while making changes to your canvas? Whenever I modify my canvas, the preview stops to the specific layer I'm editing. Interesting. Stuff looks nice. Thank you, Albine. I appreciate it. How are you running the preview window while making changes to your canvas? Whenever I modify my canvas, the preview stops. Maybe you need to hit the play button. Otherwise, it'll change frames with your thing. But if you hit play, it'll animate. Maybe. Other than that, I can't think of anything. I don't think I do anything special with it. That's pretty weird. Gotta say, pretty strange. Pretty crazy. I don't really know. You're a web dev using .NET. Oh, interesting. I've never done any web dev. I'm a web dev noob. I think it depends on how old the cat is when you get it, as well as your relationship with them. Absolutely. That's a huge factor in whether or not your cat is a child. I've always wanted a cat. My girlfriend, it's actually kind of funny. Her name is Cat, like Catalea, but she's allergic to cats. Kind of hilarious. So maybe it's good that I never got a cat. Programming methods using generic object types is nuts. Yeah, I always like being explicit. We like it explicit over here on Watt Design's YouTube channel. You have a dog and a cat at home? That's awesome. That is super awesome. I had a dog growing up. She was evil. She hated me. She grew up, my parents bought her first, and then my mom had us, a bunch of toddlers, who, you know, would like not be super gentle with the dog. Like, I mean, you know. And so the dog like despised us, and it was a dachshund, and they're kind of a little, I actually don't know if this is true. I've heard they're a little more aggressive than other breeds. My voice just cracked. Other breeds, I don't know if that's true, but yeah, she would bite us and stuff. It was awful. I couldn't even pet her. She'd be like, a more senior dev made the object, so it was all kinds of screwy. Oh, that's annoying. Have you released any games? I released This Is Hell. Yeah, I made it in a month. It's like Getting Over It. It's a rage game. They're like a Fadian game. Very frustrating. I actually don't recommend people play it. It's very hard. I made it just to get the experience releasing on Steam and stuff. It's okay. I also, yeah, it's not my proudest thing in the world, but yeah, it's not the thing it's not incredible, but it was just a fun little project. Not the worst, not the best, just a thing. Bro, I like hard games. Then you might like it. It's a pain in the butt. Agreed. I think it's personality based whether they should count it as a child. Yes, yes, yes. I finished Hollow Knight and Cuphead. Let's go. Cuphead. Yeah, I love Hollow Knight so much. Such a good game. I wish I could replay it for the first time. Cuphead, I don't know if I ever finished Cuphead. I think I got close. I need to give that another shot. You know what I liked recently? Animal Well. If you liked Hollow Knight, you might like Animal Well a lot. It's like, I mean, it's a similar platformer to Hollow Knight, but instead of having a big combat focus, it's more of a puzzle focus. Loved Animal Well. I've honestly found that any game with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, I generally agree. I have yet to play a game that has overwhelmingly positive reviews and be like, I don't like this. Or at the very least, not be able to appreciate that it's good despite me not liking it, you know? Like some games you don't like it and you're like, this is booty. But some games you don't like it and you're like, yeah, this just isn't my taste. It means I have hive mind. Even if you didn't recoup the experiences, go to keep up the good work. Thank you. You don't know my dog's name? By the way, my dog is tiny. And like tiny. He's a full grown adult. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, let's hear it. As long as it's not your like recovery thing for, you know, a password. You know what I mean? Like one of those recovery questions. What was the name of your first childhood dog? There's a new game called Constance. It'll be released on November. It's so amazing. Constance? Let's see what this Constance is all about. Constance. Oh, I didn't mean to open it in a new tab, but I'm okay with that. Oh, 2D hand-drawn action adventure platform appeal to a paintbrush-wielding artist striving to escape from a colorful but decaying inner world. Yeah, this looks very Hollow Knight-y. I wonder if they have... Yeah, it looks very Hollow Knight-y. It looks cool. It looks nice. It really does look pretty nice. Huh. Yeah, very Hollow Knight vibes. Purple hair. You always give up Hollow Knight before finishing? That's kind of fair. Waiting for Solar Punk. I think I've seen that. We had a dog named Handsome. He was my grandfather's dog, and they called him Handsome because he fathered at least 5 lady dogs in the neighborhood. Oh my goodness. Handsome gets around. I know you're not working on eyes today, but I just had an idea if it'll work in pixel art though. But button eyes from Coraline, that'd be fun. That would be interesting. Yeah, I think I'd struggle to do that though. I just don't think I have enough pixels here, but that would be interesting. All right, what's the next hairstyle, guys? We finished crew cut. Oh, we got Smeagol hair. What were we gonna call this? Chopped? Or like messed up hair? I forget the exact word. There was a better word for it somebody came up with. Mistake hair? I can't remember. Hair 11. Speak an hour forever, hold your peace. Mistake hair, okay. If I could spell, that'd be great. Mistake hair. I'll just call it mistake. Hair 11. And it looks like I accidentally misnamed the previous one. Let's go to Unity real quick. Let's search for anime. Yeah. I made... Oh no. What have I done? Oh boy. Here's what just happened. I drew all the anime hair, and then I didn't save. I saved into a file called Hair 10 Anime. Then I drew all the crew cut stuff and saved over all the Hair 10. So I'm gonna very carefully undo a bunch. This is not good. This is very bad. Oh. I have to be very careful not to like tap any. Okay. Now we'll save this as Hair 10 Anime. Overwrite it. And then we're gonna move forward again. And luckily, I don't have to redraw it. I'd be pissed if I had to redraw the anime hair. That was a pain. Okay, we're good. Now we go forward and we save this as Hair 12 Crew Cut. Hair 12 Crew. Okay, that's good. I need to open up anime hair. Okay. Now let's open up mistake. Okay, we're all good. It's all okay. We're saved. I was sweating. I saw the highlighted message. LB, your game looks cool so far. Thank you. I appreciate it. How about the right? Phoenix hair get you in trouble, I wonder. The right. Phoenix hair. I don't recognize. Oh, is that from Ace Attorney? Is that what you mean? I haven't played Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright. Oh, okay, that's his name. Yeah, that could be cool. I could get behind that. Yeah, with it like spiked back. That's really cool. I don't think I'd get in any trouble for that. That'd be fun. I'll add that to my my text list of things to add later. Did you see my last message? Maybe not. I have an idea for Hollow Knight like Metroidvania, but it's like sitting in the back of my head, but I have no idea if or when I'll use it. Do you mean that one? Yeah, what's your idea? Your hairstyle should be a positive adjective with a bad noun after, since they're goblins, i.e. butch, bowl cut. That would be funny. It was my younger cousin's favorite movie forever, so we watched it all the time. My papa let us watch it, so it was scary movies at a young age, so it didn't scare us at that point. I see. All right. Yeah, scary movies. I remember watching Gremlins too early, and I was very, very traumatized by that one. If one more, maybe a pompadour? Pompadour. Ooh. Oh, pompadour. Interesting. That is an interesting look. I do like that. Do I have that? No, I don't. Yeah, the closest we have is the Elvis one, but that is good. Pompadour. Pomp and circumstance. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I remember being scared of toilets after the Gremlin movie. I think there's a scene where one of them like jumps out of one or something like that. Toilets are scary, dude. This hair is gonna be so easy to animate. Watch me shred through this. Jimmy Neutron soft serve hair. I was introduced to Gremlins by my late dad watching it when I was about 2. I had nightmares about it up until 4th grade. That's got me into creature feature movies. Wow, at 2? That's crazy. That's insane. A 2-year-old, like, yeah, that's nuts. L hairstyle from Death Note. That'd be fun. Add some potato chips. Anyways, dipping out. Have fun. All right, Gigabyte. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. It's more just a mechanic idea I have, and I think it would fit in a Metroidvania. And the mechanic revolves around controlling 2 characters in tandem. That'd be cool. Yeah, I could see that being an awesome Metroidvania type thing. I like it. I like it. I wonder if anyone's done a Metroidvania like that. It's hard to say. Your dad let you watch Child Play at 4. Wow. My parents were so overprotective with that stuff. There was no shot. Let me... Oh man. Let me make sure this makes sense actually. No, it doesn't. I need... There it is. Okay, cool. Any release date for the game, and will it be on Mac? I do think I'll release it on Mac. Release date is still up in the air, unfortunately. Although I am talking to some publishers, and I'm thinking I might end up signing, maybe. We'll see. It depends on the offer. We're still negotiating, but part of it would be I'd be able to work on the game full time, which would be pretty huge for a release date increasing. Coming in hot, but we'll see. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? It's hard to know whether you should sign with a publisher because they're taking such a big cut. And like the game is so far along right now, like, you know, it's really hard to say if it's worth it. But they do help a lot with some other things, so who knows? It would be nice to work full time, so Who knows? What's your favorite hairstyle in your game? That's a great question. We're still adding them in. I think this one's the funniest. I think it's goofy. I also like I like this one. Those are my favorites, which they're the silly ones, but if I were playing the game, I'd probably do, not the Bieber hair. I'd probably do this one because it looks most like my own hair. I don't know. The mohawk's pretty cool. I also really like the Katara hair. Like the season 3 Fire Nation Katara. That one's cool. We also got some Sokka hair. This one's cool too, the Barbarian. We'll have to see. I think multiplayer gives your game a huge advantage. I definitely think without the multiplayer, it wouldn't be as appealing. I'm glad I added it. Hopefully it's fun. I haven't tested the multiplayer a lot, personally. I don't know. I'll definitely get my friends to play with me and try to get some honest feedback out of them. Probably have a more formal multiplayer playtesting as well. Uppin' and ippin' at hair. Uppin' and ippin'. Oh, you're right. I've never seen this before. Look at that. Yeah, this stupid little curly. It's super goofy. What is this show? Malaysian children's animated television TV series. Why are you watching Malaysian TV shows? Did you grow up in Malaysia? I've never heard of this in my life. What's the best size to make character in pixel art? I just picked a style. I think I was heavily inspired by Into the Gungeon. And I made my characters and I based everything size-wise around that. I basically made it as small as I physically could. And then I decided, okay, well, if he's standing on a tile, it's going to have to be at least as wide as his huge ears. Okay, that's about 20 tiles. Therefore, each tile is going to be 20 by 20. So that's how I decided all the sizing. Posture check. Thank you. You missed the dress. Oh, yeah, I wore a full maid outfit. And I cleaned my room on stream. It was awesome. How could you miss it? It was on Disney Channel. What? I had no idea. That's crazy. Wait, I see Into the Gungeon now. Yeah. I wanted something. The character had to have stumpy legs so the dive roll didn't look ridiculous. If like Stardew Valley sprites were doing dive rolls, it would look kind of stupid. So they have to have kind of stumpy little bodies. Obviously, Into the Gungeon is much shorter. I made my guys a little taller. Actually, maybe not that much taller. See, you can kind of see the similarities. You know? Similar, like, stumpy body. Yeah. You get the idea. Have you seen the Pam horse mod for Stardew Valley? I'm so scared to Google this. What? What? Who? It's a mod to turn your horse into Pam? This is crazy. This is psychotic. This is a crime. This is a crime against humanity. That's insane. Very questionable. More pitiful eyes, though. Yeah, definitely more pitiful eyes. Pam horse mod, I do not approve. Who? Why? It is funny. My kind of horse. Yeah, that's insane. Why Pam? That's so random. I like it, though. Beady eyes are back. It is an option, but no, all the NPCs you have yellow eyes. But I think one of the eyes I put in was beady eyes. Yeah, you can be beady-eyed. These are my favorite eyes. I like these ones. Actually, that's a lie. I like the mutant eyes. Where are they? These ones. The tired ones get a special shout out to them. So I also want to make a post with the Pam horse in the background. That's when the mod blew up, I think. I see. That is really funny. Yeah, Leafree, go ahead and go bleach your eyes real quick. We'll wait for you. We will wait. Oh boy. I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of drawing hair. But that's okay. We're going to power through because we're tough. We're so tough. We're built different. You know what? Chat, I'm sad. I tried to go to Vaughn's today to get my cheesy popcorn that I like, and they didn't have any, so I had to get normie popcorn. I deserve pity. Boop. There we go. We're so sorry for your loss. Thank you. You've only been drawing hair for 2 hours. Has it only been 2 hours? Say it ain't so. Yeah, how long has the stream been going? Didn't I start at like 6? No, I started at like 7. You're right. It's only been 2 hours. Gotta stay strong. Gotta stay strong. Keep drawing hair. Keep drawing hair. Pam Horsemount and Isle Goblin would be crazy. Yeah, I'll reach out to the Stardew Valley guy. We'll get a collab going. I'm sure he'd love that. That would be sick. Yeah, I wonder what he thinks about the Pam Horse mod. Goblin Horse would be kind of funny. That would be really funny. I'm imagining someone modding your Turtle Mound into Pike or Grog. That'd be so funny. I anxiously await those days. I like community shenanigans. Big fan. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Then we gotta do a little bit of this. Now we gotta do the downside animation. NBC not win? That's a good question. Oh, kind of second guessing the eye bleaching thing. Probably shouldn't have. I'm an artist. What do I do now, guys? Yeah, you're gonna have to look for a new career, unfortunately. How do you feel about the recent Steam banned games due to the PayPal fiasco? Well, this is the first I've heard of such a thing. There was a PayPal fiasco? Let me look this up. Steam banned game PayPal fiasco. Oh, here's a Reddit post. Update. Valve reveals that they were recently notified that certain games on Steam may violate the rules and standards set forth by payment processors. Oh. What? So PayPal, for example, might have rules like you can't use PayPal to purchase illicit things, and the Steam games contain illicit things. Am I understanding that right? Valve gets pressured by payment processors with new rule for game devs. Payment processors get a say in what stays on Steam. A number of people have posted across various Reddits that PayPal has been unavailable for days, so it's possible. Oh, it's all these like incest games. I see. So PayPal gets upset about people using PayPal to purchase incest-related games. That's interesting. That's the first I've heard about that. Someone asked Concerned Ape what he thought of the Pam horse and stated, "You will live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension." That's so funny. That's so funny. Ball animation should be green because no hair. Thank you, Jules. I didn't catch that. You're right. Let's delete all this. Good catch. I appreciate you. Boop, 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 boop. Get rid of that one. There we go. Close enough. Whatever. I don't care. Cool. Please answer. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to read all the chats. You an art fight? No, I'm not. Somebody mentioned that the other day for the first time. I hadn't heard of that before. Seems cool, though. That and reminding everyone to like and sub. I appreciate it, Jules. You're keeping everyone honest for me. That's what I need. I need more of that. All these viewers not liking the stream. How dare they? I don't think I've ever liked a YouTube stream in my life, I'll be honest. I mean, you know what I mean. Click the like button. Obviously, I've enjoyed streams. I've been answered. Yeah, sorry about that. I've always wanted to join Art Fight, but it's gotten too dramatic recently. I don't think I fully understood it last time I looked it up. Art Fight. What is it? It's like art gif. Oh. What is Art Fight and how do you participate? I've heard about it before. I've looked at what it means. First rule of Art Fight is you don't talk about Art Fight. Oh no. You can choose a team or get randomly assigned to one. Most art will be of the opposite team's characters, but you also do friendly fire and draw characters from your own team. It's an annual art game that lasts for about 1 month, beginning every July. During the event, users can register. Each year, participants are split into 2 themed teams. Players attack people of the opposing team by making art of original characters you choose belonging to members of the other team. You're free to use almost any visual art form. So you draw their characters. The artist that receives the attack then counter the attack by drawing the character belonging to the other person who attacked them, or pay it forward by attacking a different person. At the end of the month, the team with the greater score wins. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I've never done that. That seems cool. It looks like I'm late to the party though, right? Because it's already the end of July. It's pretty cool. Maybe next year then we'll have Goblin Fighters. You should join. I just joined 2 days ago. Oh, sweet. That'd be cool. Do some pixel art. All the people who put that info out there because you don't talk about Art Fight. Yep. Very true. Well, I'm going to go. All right. Unknown artist, I appreciate you dropping by. It's been fun. I think I might wrap things up after this one, so you're probably not going to miss much. It has been fun. Can't believe it's only been 2 hours. It feels like it's been so much more. But that's what happens when I'm drawing hair. But yeah, I appreciate you coming by. Always a pleasure. Drawing hair for days. Oh, you're back. How's it going? Remember to play Wordle. I will play Wordle. I would never defy my tradition. How are you handling your character art for sprite sheets? Is there one unique sheet per NPC or constructing the characters at runtime with different pieces? I take the asprite file and I drag it into this asprite importer that I have here. And then it creates sprite sheets that look like... Here's one of those hair sprite sheets. It just automatically generates these. So, and I do them all for like the character, I layer them. So this would go over the body and stuff. So yeah, that's how I do that. Do you like Connection as well? I do. It makes me think more and it's harder, but I do play it every now and then. It's a good one. I like watching Hank Green play it. He's funny. Sorry, I haven't slept in a while. Grammar's hard. Basically, I was trying to say the people who put the info out must be banned from Artfight if you don't talk about Artfight as a rule. Yeah. They're the traitors, for sure. Alright, 2 more frames and we're donezo. I'll be free from my purgatory. Ah, what the... There we go. Alright. That one's done. Beautiful, luscious locks. Let's save it. Cool. I'm going to drag him into the done column. Alright, we have so many more to do though. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 more. I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we're like a little over a third done. It's not too bad. But yeah, let's do some Wordle. Wordle, New York Times. All right, here's your Wordle spoilers. If any of you are in my time zone. What's our word today? I think we got to do hairy because we did so many hairs. Do you think? Is there a human mage character that convinces others? Gokinsey is the... Oh, other goblins he's the king by singing and wearing very exquisite outfits. Actually, no, there isn't. A hairstyle that isn't pixel consistent. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Yeah, something that defies the pixel grid is something I haven't thought about. What if the humans were a different art style than the goblins? That'd be crazy. And the pollution goo? Oh my goodness. I don't think I'd do that. That would be interesting though. That'd be really something. Alright, let's do Harry. That's actually, I mean, it's not too late. I've animated a lot of human enemies, but yeah, it would be, I mean, yeah, obviously be a ton of work, but Licky? That's not a word. Fairy, but we already know the I's, or the A isn't in there. Pinky. Oh, Picky's good too. I like Picky. Alright, will Bug be in the hit game Isle Goblin? Yes. We do have an NPC named Bug. Yeah, let me show you a Bug. How's it going, burrowing Bug? I think it's your first time chatting. I don't recognize your name. We've got... Where's Bug? Oh, he's in this sheet. There he is. His name's Bug. He doesn't talk. Yeah. That's our boy. An idea for a game where every character has a different palette that fits their personality. That's a really fun idea. Advil. Dirty. Dirty's good. Oh, but we know there's no R. Kinky? No, we know there's no K. I like where your head's at though, Leafree. Hello, Eli. How's it going? We're doing our end game Wordle here. Our end of stream Wordle as is tradition. What if he had a bug on his head? That would be cute. That'd be fun. You failed the Wordle we're doing right now. Oh man, we gotta focus. Maybe yeah, hang on, let me ignore you, chat, for a second. Yeah, what could it be? Bakey? Dingy? Wow, yikes. Maybe Misty? The Misty Mountains? Oh, I see Minty. Let's do Minty. Oh, we know there's no N. Misty. 50 is a good guess. Wow. $50 can't be right anymore. No, there's no S. Can't be tipsy. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Timey. There's no M. They can't be nifty. Tipsy, no. Let's try it. I mean, I think the T has to be first. Title? Tix, maybe not. IT blank Y. Italy. Bitly? Is that a word? Fitly? ITLY could be it. Buffalo? Tilly? Ooh. Wow, what could it be? Tiffy? Is Tiffy a word? It could be titty. They could. No, it couldn't. There's no T in the second spot. Tiffy? Tizzy? Tizzy. Yeah, Tizzy. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, chat was ahead of me on that one. I think it might be titty. Tizzy. Why do I keep saying titty? Ticky? Oh, wait, no C and no K. Tibby. I'm going Tizzy. Alright, good work, gang. That was crazy. That was the most we've struggled. Yeah, good work. We did it. Another win for the Watt stream plus chat. Well, that was fun. I think we're gonna call it though. It was a good stream. We had fun. We did hair. How many hairs did we do? I think we did like we streamed for like a little over 2 hours, and we did like 5? No, 4. It's pretty good. I think I average like 30 minutes per, especially for the more complicated ones. But yeah, this was fun. Tizzy is a problem or an issue. Oh yeah, like it's a real tizzy. Oh, I see. Agitation. Interesting. Well, that was fun. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. I'm not sure when I'll stream next. I'll post about it in the Discord before I do, though. Hopefully with more notice next time. Today was kind of spontaneous, but that was fun. I will, I guess I'll see you all next time. Thanks again for coming. Oh, okay, Bird and Bug. One last question. Go for it. Then we're calling it. Will it be an antenna cosmetic? That would be fun. I do like that. Let me actually add that. I'll just write it out here. It's cute. Although I don't know if the technology and, well, I'll think about it. I like it. All right, gang. I'll see ya. Thanks again for coming. Yeah, I'll see you next time.